Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield 5 minutes to the distinguished gentleman from Texas, Mr. Hensarling.
I thank the gentleman.
The gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Ask unanimous consent to revise and extend.
Without objection.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, various news organizations have now confirmed what the Democrats really have in mind with this non-binding resolution, and that is choke-off funding for the troops. Now, though they haven't really said it on this House floor, they have said it to their political base, moveon.org, and I hold the transcript in my hand. Let's listen to the words of our colleague, the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Murtha, who, as we all know, controls our military spending panel. Quote, "They won't be able to continue. They won't be able to do the deployment. They won't have the equipment. They don't have the training, and they won't be able to do the work." There's no question in my mind. He was further quoted as saying, quote, "We have to be careful. People don't think this is the vote." Last evening, CBS News noted that our colleague's proposal, quote, "is a way to get at the same goal without holding a vote to cut funding." Again, Mr. Speaker, that goal is to cut funding of the troops. The goal is to accept defeat. Now, I know the author of this proposal has served his nation with great courage and great honor, but I, for one, fail to see the courage and the honor in this proposal. The Politico magazine has called this proposal, quote, "the slow bleed strategy." The slow bleed strategy. I wonder who it is who is doing the bleeding. Mr. Speaker, how does anybody look one of our brave soldiers in the eye and tell them, "I don't believe in your mission. I don't believe you can succeed. And I have the power to bring you home. I have the power to bring you home today, but I'm not willing to do it because if I did, I would have to take responsibility, and I'm concerned about political ramifications." Mr. Speaker, if my Democrat colleagues truly want to cut off funding for the troops and withdraw from Iraq, then let them vote on it today. Let them show the courage of their convictions and vote on it today. We cannot accept this slow bleed strategy. Mr. Speaker, I know that fighting this war is costly. It's costly in terms of blood. It's costly in terms of money. Like many other of my colleagues, I have met with the mothers who have lost sons in Iraq. Their plight is profound. It is sad. But, Mr. Speaker, I never want to meet with the mothers whose children might perish in the next 9/11 if we accept defeat in Iraq. Iraq must be seen in the context of this larger war we are having with radical Islam. And the battle lines are drawn, and whether we like it or not, they are drawn in Iraq. Don't take my word for it. Listen to Osama bin Laden. The epicenter of these wars is Baghdad. Success in Baghdad will be success for the United States. Failure in Iraq is the failure of the United States. Their defeat in Iraq will mean defeat in all their wars. We have to soberly reflect on the enemy that we're facing. Listen to the number 2 in Al-Qaeda, Zawahiri. Quote, "Al-Qaeda has the right to kill 4 million Americans, 2 million of them children." As the father of a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, I find that to be a chilling statement. Listen to Hassan al-Basri, the Revolutionary Guard's intelligence advisor to the Iranian president. "We have a strategy drawn up for the destruction of Anglo-Saxon civilization." This is the enemy we face, and we face him foremost in Iraq. And if we leave Iraq before subduing him, he will follow us to America, make no doubt about it. And the consequences are immense. Read the National Intelligence Estimate. Read the report of the Iraqi Study Group. Iraq has the potential to become what Afghanistan once was under the Taliban. and that is a breeding ground and a safe haven for the recruitment, training, financing, and sanctuary of radical Islamists bent upon attacking our nation and attacking our families. There will be no greater event to empower the radical Islamists than our defeat in Iraq. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't have to be this way. We're Americans. We can meet this threat. We can work together. Vote against this resolution. Let's support our troops. Let's protect our nation and our children from this threat.
Gentleman's